So today I am going to continue with the story The Fight, page number 51 from your supplementary textbook, and I am going to start from that paragraph, or rather that line in which the boy exclaims, "You can dive," in that manner he says. Okay, so let us recapitulate a little bit. Ranji and that other boy, they were having a fight regarding who owned that pool. They were not acting friendly towards each other, and none of them were backing out from owning that pool. And then on the second day that they had come, on the second day that Ranji had gone to interact or rather fight with that boy, both of them were reluctant to come and start fighting. Okay, so the boy asked Ranji to come to his side, to swim over to his side, and Ranji did that. Not only did he start swimming, he also dived into the water, and after diving, the boy was so much, maybe he was impressed with the skill of Ranji, that he blurted out, "You can dive." Then Ranji said, "It is easy." Treading water, waiting for a further challenge. Okay, treading water means just moving in the water in a normal, casual manner. And he said, "Can't you dive?" "No," said the other, "I jump straight in. But if you will tell me how, I will make a dive." Okay, so the boy actually wanted to learn how to dive, and maybe he was impressed with the skill which Ranji showed him. Okay, and so he said that, "No, I don't know how to dive. I directly swim inside the water. I jump into the water, but that's not diving, right?" And Ranji, he told Ranji that if you can show me or if you can tell me how to do it, I will do it. "It is easy," said Ranji. "Stand on the rock, stretch your arms out and allow your head to displace your feet." That is, stand on the rock, stretch your arms out. He was just telling him the physical motion, and allow your head to displace your feet. Means, moving the head upwards so that the feet also gets upward. Okay, in that manner. Standing on your feet, that is. The warrior stood up stiff and straight, stretched out his arms and threw himself into the water. He landed flat on his belly with a crash that sent the birds screaming out of the trees. Ranji dissolved into laughter. Maybe Ranji was aware already that what this motion would lead to. Okay, he was quite aware that this was not the way you should dive into the water, and he just wanted to make fun of that boy because he still had that feeling about him being his enemy. And then when the boy crashed into the water in that manner, he landed directly on the water on his belly. It was painful for him as well, maybe, I am not sure, I have not done that, but the birds and everything else, they screamed out of the trees because the sound which was made by the splash of the water was quite a big one. Okay. Then Ranji dissolved into laughter means Ranji started laughing. "Are you trying to empty the pool?" he asked as the warrior came to the surface, spouting water like a small whale. Okay, spouting water means with his mouth he was giving out water. Maybe while he had jumped in that manner, some water had gone into his mouth straight, and so he was just getting out the water from his mouth. So Ranji told him that, "Were you intending to empty the pool? The way you jumped, it seemed all the water from the pool was coming out. Do you want to empty the pool?" "Wasn't it good?" asked the boy, evidently proud of his feat. So he was quite proud of his achievement, okay, of his feat. He was quite proud of it, but he wanted the approval of Ranji also, and so he said, "Wasn't it good?" "Not very good," said Ranji. "You should have more practice. See, I will do it again. So it was not such a good dive, and you should do more practice about the dive." Then he again said that, "I am going to go for the dive once again." And pulling himself up on a rock, he executed yet another perfect dive. The other boy waited for him to come up, but swimming under water, Ranji circled him and came upon him from behind. How did you do that? Asked the astonished youth. Can't you swim underwater? Asked Ranji. No, but I will try it. Okay, so this boy wasn't an expert swimmer. He simply maybe knew how to swim, barely knew how to swim, but he was not an expert swimmer as Ranji was. He didn't know this extra tactics like swimming underwater, coming up in a hiding fashion underwater. If you have any swimmers among yourselves, you can associate yourself very well with this story because you can understand what we are talking about. Okay, so Ranji had all the cool moves. He knew all the cool moves of swimming, and this boy was getting more and more impressed with him. And he said that I will try to swim underwater. The warrior made a tremendous effort to plunge to the bottom of the pool, and indeed he thought he had gone right down, though his bottom, like a duck's, remained above surface. Okay, so the warrior, he made a lot of effort to swim the way Ranji was swimming, and he made an effort to go below the surface of the water, to go on the bottom and then swim there, but he didn't do that. His bottom still remained above water level, just like a duck's. Okay, and he didn't understand that he was not doing it properly. Ranji, however, did not discourage him. It was not that bad, but you need a lot of practice. Okay, so Ranji was not making any kind of mockery of him, or he was not making fun of him at all. He actually told him that don't worry, you can try it more and more. With practice, you will perfect the act of diving as well as swimming underneath the water. Will you teach me? Asked his enemy. If you like, I will teach you. Yes, if you want, I will teach you. You must teach me. If you do not teach me, I will beat you. Will you come here every day and teach me? If you like. They had pulled themselves out of the water and were sitting side by side on a smooth grey rock. My name is Suraj. What is yours? So this is the point where they are going to be friends. Okay, this is the point that they, both of them, are accepting each other's company and even excited by each other's friendship as well. So Suraj introduces himself not as a warrior but just as Suraj, and Ranji also introduces himself. It is Ranji. I am strong, am I not? Asked Suraj, bending his arm so that a ball of muscle stood up, stretching the white of his flesh. So he was just bending his arm just to show his flexing his muscles. Okay. You are strong, you are a real pahalwan. Okay, you are strong, you are like a pahalwan, that means you are like a wrestler. One day I will be the world's champion wrestler, said Suraj, slapping his thighs which shook with the impact of his hands. He looked critically at Ranji's hard, thin body. You are quite strong yourself, he conceded. He conceded means he actually agreed, or he accepted the fact that Ranji was also quite strong. You are quite strong yourself, but you are too bony. That means you don't have any flesh on your body, you are all bones. I know you people do not eat enough. You must come and have your food with me. I know that people like you, means who are so thin, you don't eat enough. That's why you become so thin. So you must come and have your food with me. You must come and have your food with me. Then you will also become hefty like me. I drink 1 seer of milk every day. 1 seer of milk every day. If you know, it's like we say, seer. Your parents or your mother or whoever takes milk from the milkman will understand what the measure is. It's like a little less than a liter. It was 1/40th of a mond. Okay, little less than a liter. Okay. Then he says that I drink 1 seer of milk every day. We have got our own cow. Be my friend and I will make you a pahalwan like me. I know if you teach me to dive and swim underwater, I will make you a pahalwan. that is fair, isn't it? So he was all about agreement, he was all about give and take. That is, you are going to teach me how to dive properly and swim properly. In return of that, I will make you a Pahalwan. That will make it a fair game. That is fair, said Ranji, though he doubted if he was getting the better of the exchange, because he was not sure that if he wanted to be a Pahalwan, and so he doubted whether in the exchange that was happening, in the agreement that they were having, whether Ranji was getting the better of the two sides. Suraj put his arm around the younger boy and said, "We are friends now, yes? So now we are friends, right?" They looked at each other with honest, unflinching eyes, and in that moment, love and understanding were born. So, afterwards, they looked at each other with affection, with honesty. That means there wasn't any other harmful feeling or jealousy between them. There were no more enmical feelings between them, and they looked at each other with unflinching eyes. Unflinching eyes means eyes which do not move. Okay, it means they looked at each other directly and without moving, and at that moment a very strong foundation of friendship was born. "We are friends," said Ranji. The birds had settled again in their branches, and the pool was quiet and limpid in the shade of the sal trees. "It is our pool," said Suraj. "Nobody else can come here without our permission. Who would dare?" So now Suraj has made a friendship with Ranji, and now he was saying that this pool is not just mine now, it's our pool and nobody can come here. Who would dare? That is, nobody will dare to come here. Who would dare? Said Ranji, smiling with the knowledge that he had won the day. Okay, that is because of his expertise in swimming. That is the reason why Suraj gave in to him so easily, right? And he understood that because of his skill as a swimmer, after all, Suraj was so much impressed that he decided to be his friend rather than his enemy. Okay, so I hope you have understood this story very well. We are not going to proceed anymore today. If you have any difficulty regarding this part, please go through the story once and ask me whatever questions you have. Okay.